We're talking to Randolph Moses, who is the MD of Hannover RE Africa. Randolph, what is going to be the results for you guys going forward as global warming continues to start taking its toll on the markets?
Yes, Jonathan, very difficult question. I think for us, from a climate change point of view, obviously the last quarter of every year is very critical. Knowingly, obviously, 2012, 2013, we've had some severe hail events that affected not only the motor results of insurance companies, and in particular on personal lines, but also the crop business in the market. So we as reinsurers and insurance companies that specializes in those lines of business has obviously been negatively affected from those climate changes. So it is very difficult at this point in time to actually give you a definite answer because we simply don't know. Hopefully this year those events would be benign, and we really hope for a good year for us as an industry. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, unfortunately. We only know really sort of mid-January, once all claims have developed, coming from the last quarter of every financial year, what the impact on those losses would be on the financial statements of all companies in the market.
There's a new entrance into the reinsurance space. Do you think that the market is open for new companies coming into the reinsurance space, or is it pretty much sort of saturated at the moment?
Yeah, what I can say is obviously that's a question really for the insurers and the reinsurance brokers to ask. But as a reinsurer, I can say that most of the reinsurance programs that we see in the market are way oversubscribed. We see seeing subscription of over 100, 200% in some cases. So it just shows there is definitely excess capacity in the market. And the capacity is not just driven from the local reinsurance market, but also from foreign reinsurance market.
And then finally, going forward, what does the space look like for reinsurance?
I think reinsurers, it's still in a healthy condition. I think one of the other questions that somebody posted to me the other day is they read on Twitter that somebody said traditional reinsurance is dead, basically. I tend to disagree with that. I've had that same statement made by one of my ex-colleagues about 15 years ago before Twitter was even around, and we are still around. I think as long as there is insurance companies, there's this symbiotic relationship really between insurers and reinsurers. And reinsurers provide not just capacity, it's not just a capital provision a protection rather that we provide to insurance companies, but it has also to do with product development. It also to assist our clients with all the very difficult risks out there, very complicated risks. To give you an example, prior to the World Cup, I mean, there was a lot of construction happening in South Africa, Gautrain being one of the examples. With that project, it wasn't just the CAR, the construction and engineering covers that was issued, but there was also different types of guarantees. There was covers on the liability side, on the professional indemnity side. That's where reinsurance companies come in, because we are ultimately the end of a lot of these major exposures that insurance companies underwrite. So yes, I mean, very positive, very bullish about us as reinsurers in this industry.
Randolph, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jonathan.